And we are back. Hey, man. What's going on, B Rich? You know, let me change my demeanor, man, cause you don't like it when I smile. Like you don't like it when I'm happy. He doesn't like when I come in happy a day after we lost, man. And I'm just happy about life, man. We get to jump on our podcast that's constantly growing. Make sure wherever you are, make sure you like, follow, subscribe, man, share, do everything you can with the Waterboyz Show. But my partner right here, my brother, you know what I'm saying? My light-skinned brother from another. You know what I mean? He doesn't like when we come in and I have a smile on my face after the Atlanta Falcons have embarrassed us once again.
It ain't the fact that I don't like that you don't have a smile. I just don't understand why you have a smile. That's all. But, I mean, you explained it. I mean, everybody's happy that God woke them up and, you know, you have the day is pretty. But these Falcons, man, they don't give you nothing to smile about.
Hey, man, you know, I'm happy that I get to open up a microphone. Now they say, I'm going to crack open this mic. You know, we get to crack open these two microphones, and I get to talk about this Atlanta sports. Normally, man, I would just be riding around frustrated. And I'm going to tell you, man, I was out in traffic on my way down here, and I'm going to keep my story real short. Boy, the city's fed up. Everyone I looked at, boy, folks were looking at me like, what the hell you smiling about? Man, because I'm riding in the car. I got me some for real playing because I'm happy. You know what I'm saying? I just got it playing, just loving life. I got mean mugged by 3 different people. One was an old lady, you know what I'm saying? One was a dude about my age, and one was a white Caucasian woman, looked like she might be about 19. She asked me, what the hell am I smiling about? So they all feel like you. And you know what was the common theme? When I looked in all of their vehicles, man, I saw Falcon signs, either on the vehicle or inside. Man, the Atlanta Falcons have the city of Atlanta frustrated all the way up from old to young, from east to west, north to south. They got everybody frustrated, man.
Man, you got to realize, though, like in the start of training camp, man, like it's a lot of people going. It was like had record number of crowds, you know, going to the training camp because people was really excited about the season. You know, excited about the talent we had, excited with what Raheem Morris sold us and told us that it was going to be, and we bought into it. So I think that's the disappointment. Like we really bought into the season.
Okay, so look, let me just go ahead and pose a question right off. Have the Atlanta Falcons lost this fan base for this season?
Yeah, I think we lost a lot. We lost a lot. A lot of people have jumped off board. They wanna fire all the coaches. They want some heads rolling. But I'm optimistic as always. Whew, I'm still trying.
Okay, well look, I'm just gonna lay it out there. Yes. For this season, the Atlanta Falcons, I'm sorry, birds, our blood pressure birds, y'all have lost the fan base for this season. Now, you have people like myself. You have people like B Rich. You know what I'm saying? You got people like Mario. You got people like Doug. You know what I'm saying? You got people like April Showers out there who going to stick with the fan base, who going to like, we're going to show up on behalf of the fans. We're going to root the Falcons on. And we still going to want the Falcons to win. But overall, man, people are tired of it. People are tired of buying merchandise. They're tired of spending going to the game. They tired of turning up at the tailgate just to walk back out the game and everybody be pissed off that the Falcons got beat inside the game. Man, the fans are frustrated. And it's one thing that any business owner has to do. You have to see what's the temperature of your customers. And Arthur Blank right now, boy, the temperature of your boy, just like it's like 30-some degrees outside in the city of Atlanta right now. I know that's not cold for y'all northern folks. I know that's not cold. But right now, the Atlanta fan base, boy, we real cold. They hot as far as wanting the coaches kicked up out of here. But as far as their feeling on how this season is going to go, the fan base is extremely cold. Blank, take note, because the average Falcon fan is pissed off.
Let's talk about the game, man. Yesterday, I felt like we started off okay. We had, I think we stopped them and they had to punt the ball. I remember it was a 3rd down and they passed it in Indiana Jones. He threw it and they knocked the ball off the receiver. Then they punted. I think we had 3 and out too. Matter of fact.
No, we fumbled.
Matter of fact, Penix threw the ball. Kyle Pitts was wide open, man. Dropped the ball. Mm-hmm. Then the next play, we ran the ball, lost a couple yards. Then went back to throw the ball and fumbled it. Got sacked, fumble, and they almost took it to the house. And then we was down 6-0 because they missed the extra point. Mm-hmm. Then we came back down and scored. So I think the problem was, man, first off, I don't know if teams are gearing up to stop Bijan.
Of course they are.
Yeah, but we've kind of gone against getting Bijan the ball. He only caught one pass yesterday, if I recall right, for -5 yards. So I don't understand why we stopped throwing to him because, some of those long touchdown plays that we had, especially one against Tampa and another one that he did, like those were passes that were to the flats to Bijan, and Bijan took it to the house. I don't understand why we're not giving him the ball. Our defense, man, like they showed up. They showed up and showed out. They got tired at the end of the game, but they had 7 sacks, Trey. 7 sacks.
They did.
And the week before they had 6 sacks. And our rookie dynamic duo, they reversed it this time. Last week they had Jalen Walker strip sacked the quarterback. Pierce picked it up, almost took it to the house. This week we had Pierce sacked the quarterback. Walker picked up the fumble, and he didn't get a chance to really pick it up and go. But I like that, man. They looking good out there. They look like they're developing. We put some pressure on the quarterback. I didn't like the fact that on that 3rd and 20-something or whatever it was, Indiana Jones kind of almost runs a first down to get them to 1 yard, and then they seal the 4th down play to Tyler Warren. I didn't like that at all. But what really, really, really was frustrating, man, was – damn, bro, the kickoffs and the punt coverage. Well, what the hell was the team doing? Like, it seemed like every time we kicked the ball off, they would cross the 50. I'm like, why don't they just kick it in the end zone? Don't kick it to these jokers because we obviously can't cover. It's better when you start at the 40 or the 35.
Can you kick it in the end zone now? I don't think you can kick it in the end zone with the new rules.
Yeah, it's a landing zone that the ball has to be within the range of.
Yeah, you can't kick it in the end zone anymore.
Wow. I don't know. So if you kick it in the end zone, what happens?
Now that I don't know.
I feel like it's a penalty, but I think they put the ball automatically at the 45. I think it's either 35 or the 45. I got to go back and review the rule because the dynamic kickoff rule is weird.
Yeah, you can't kick it in the end zone anymore.
I don't know, bro. Like they might well kick. It would have been the 45 because it was that other 45. So I don't. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. But yeah, that right there to me is coaching. Executing and coaching, man. And once again, we got a penalty for 12 men on the field. Coaching, play calling. A lot of people say it was Penix. Penix was inaccurate, but if your quarterback is having and your line's having problems for deep routes, draw up something. I mean, Trey, we play Madden. When you play Madden against someone and someone picks your plays and they stopping it, what you do? You adjust. You come to different plays that you know are going to work. It seemed like we didn't have any of those. And I'm not trying to say Madden and NFL is the same thing. I'm just saying logic. Okay. So it's just frustrating, man. It's just frustrating watching the game. And it's a whole bunch more notes that I took on the game mental that I would like to talk about. But special teams killed us, and not converting on third down. We did not convert 1 third down the whole game. And in the past 3 weeks, I think we had 3 third downs.
I got it right here.
Yeah,
I got it right here. In the last 2 games, the Atlanta Falcons are 1 for 18 on third down, the worst conversion rate over 2 games in the NFL since 2011. And in the last 3 games, the Falcons are 3 for 29 on third down. Also, the worst conversion rate over 3 games in the NFL since 2011. And that is per our own Mike Conti, who is on 92.9.
Shout out to Mike Conti. Shout out to 92.9. Shout out to Dukes and Bell, which we will be on tomorrow at 3 o'clock. Check us out on the Waterboyz Show. We'll be on Dukes and Bell tomorrow talking about these dirty birds in Atlanta sports.
Yeah, man, you can also find that on the Odyssey app. So, look, man, it was a simple thing that happened, man. Like, the coaches were getting together, and the coaches, like, they had the game plan. They say, you know what, we got this. We know what to do, boy. We going to Germany, boy. We about to beat the schnitzel like the Colts. We got this thing, boy. We about to beat the bratwurst out of them. And right when they had the game plan, things started to roll. The special team coach said, Falcons, I'm about to snatch defeat out of the jaws of victory. And he said, you know what? Make sure everyone just misses their assignment. Don't be in your lane. Let them run it back across the 50 every time. Hell, our defense is doing, you know what? Maybe Jeff or Brick disrespected the special teams coach. And he said, you know what? You want to be an ass towards me, Jeff? From now on, let's see what your defense does if they starting off on the other side of the field. Because special teams,
had to be something.
Clearly y'all didn't show up. But this is not the first game. It's not the first
Oh,
game
yeah.
that special teams has been a problem.
Terrible, man.
Special teams has been an issue this entire season. Like, special teams has been an issue. We're not getting the returns that we need on our end. Now, shout out to Agnew, and I forgot who else was returning kicks when Agnew was hurt.
I think it's Neil.
But, you know, we had like one or two returns here and there that did decent. Not yesterday, but I'm talking about over the course of the season. But for the most part, man, we're not getting the same things that our special teams is giving up. And it's ridiculous. So, like, this special teams coach, I'm sure, like, him and Zach, things keep going the way they're going, they'll both be packing their bags at the end of the year.
So I was trying to figure out why did they change the rule to the kickoffs, and they said they wanted more, but it was something deeper that I discovered. You know why they changed the rules to that?
Why?
So when it was the regular kickoff, a guy has plenty of time to build up speed, just running about 20 miles per hour. And when that comes, man, it's a collision. A lot of concussions were being on kickoffs. So now, if you look at it, when they catch, they don't move until the
can't move until the other team catch
the ball. So that takes the momentum of the players coming down. They don't get a full head of speed. They still can tackle and whatever, but you're not getting as much concussion. So that's why they changed it. Because I was wondering why they did that. I'm like, well, it's not getting better returns. I don't see anybody running touchdowns as much as I used to. But that's the reason.
Yeah, it's some more BS on the NFL's behalf. It's some straight BS NFL. Y'all know it. I know it. It's some more BS. Y'all don't really care about these players' safety. If it was, you wouldn't make them turn around from Sunday and play on Thursday. That's just the way it is. You know what I'm saying? But you're getting that money. You turn them around, they don't even get a full week for their bodies to recuperate. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And rejuvenate, but you stick them right back out there. Every team has to go through it. So NFL, we don't really want to hear about that on a big scale. I think they want to make it look to be that way, but that's not the truth of what's going on. So look, talking about the game, who do you blame for the loss against the Indianapolis Colts?
Man, I blame. It's a couple people I blame. I blame the special teams coach for one. I blame Raheem Morris for not having the special teams coach prepared. And I also blame Michael Penix for not being accurate on some of his throws where he had people wide open. So that one in the middle where number 87 was open, I don't know if it was a miscommunication with him or the receiver.
It's like David Seals. I think
Seals was open, and he missed it to the right badly. And, I mean, it was like he was open. So, and then it was some on the left to number one, the guy who dropped the ball, Mooney, Darnell Mooney. Like it was one to the left. It was some at his feet. And then Mooney just dropped one in overtime, man. When we really needed that. I kind of wish we didn't have to reflip the coin now, because I wish they would have had the ball and, going down there, we could have responded, because it seemed like we respond better under pressure than leading out. I don't know. And I will blame it too. Like I say, man, a lot of people aren't going to get my logic behind this, but I do blame it on Zach Robinson for the play calling. Even though Penix missed a lot, was inaccurate, I feel like you got to think about what you got going on and have football IQ and call better plays to fit, with what's going on in the situation. And I don't think he did that. I don't think he's creative enough to take the situation. Well,
I'm going to start it all, and I'm going to lay it all at the feet of Coach Morris. I'm going to lay it all at your feet, Coach Morris. I don't care about if Penix was inaccurate or not, which he was. You know what I'm saying? But look, you hired this special teams coach. Somebody's not coaching Penix up the way he needs to be coached up. Like, I don't know what's going on with Zach Robinson. The O-line, I feel like the O-line is getting exposed more and more. Hey, even in the game, so I'm listening. Every time they were running to the left side, man, boy, they were chewing up the Colts. I'm talking about they were dominating. Man, Tyler Algier was getting off out the pistol. I know you don't like that, but out the pistol.
No, I don't like the pistol when it's third or fourth and short. I don't like the pistol, because it's predictable. But
well, you just say anytime Tyler Algier is in there.
Yeah,
it was times Tyler Algier was in there.
Tyler Algier did his thing,
and he was ripping and running.
He did his thing. I just had to bring that up.
Ahead. I had to mess with you about that.
It's okay.
Tyler Algier was doing his thing, going to the left, and y'all kept trying to force it to the right sometimes. But I lay it all at Raheem's feet, man. Like, you got to take the brunt of this, man. The team is consistent. It's inconsistent once again. Consistently inconsistent is what these Atlanta Falcons, the 2025 version of the Atlanta Falcons, the theme of this year is inconsistency. They are consistently inconsistent, and that starts with you, Coach. That starts with you.
I want to say this. You brought this point up, and I made this point in my mind yesterday. The reason Zach Robinson should be fired from the Atlanta Falcons coach is because of this.
Okay.
I thought about it.
Okay.
I think Zach Robinson will be a great coach down the line. I think I seen some of the plays that he has. He has some creativity, whatever. But I don't think he has put it together yet as being a first-time signal caller, second year. Coaching up your talent, man. Coaching up your quarterbacks. I don't see any of that here in Atlanta, like at Green Bay, like with Andy Reid, like with Mike Holmgren, like with all these guys that are coaching gurus, like the Minnesota coach. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I don't think Michael Penix is getting the tutelage from the coaching staff that he needs to become a great quarterback. And I feel like Zach Robinson isn't strong enough to do that. So I think that Penix is kind of missing out on some development time with not having those right tools there. And I thought about that, and that's the reason I think that Zach Robinson should be let go.
Well, Penix, he gonna have to go see some gurus. He's gonna have to put in some extra work in the off season to get his mechanics together. Like accuracy has
footwork.
Yeah, like accuracy has been an issue for Michael Penix, and it's starting to rear its ugly head. And I think that he's seeing it, man. But hey, look, man, we 16 minutes in, man. We getting ready to go to the rant. You already know, man, the Monday rant, man. We already have it queued up and ready for the folks. When we come back, we'll discuss some more, and then we'll also, man, drop into some of these comments and see what the people got to say. All right, let's do it. If you need a friend, you can call Big Bird, Larry Bird. Hell, you can even call Birdman. But whatever you do not call them dirty birds, because they will let you down every single time. We flew all the way to Germany just to get beat in overtime. 6 sacks and we still get beat. They got the whole city sick and tired. Boy, you better stop! Yesterday, the Atlanta Falcons, a.k.a. the Blood Pressure Birds, played the Indianapolis Colts in Germany and got the schnitzel beat out on them. Things that got bad when we got folks all around the city trying to throw away their Falcons gift, and even the trash man talking about, oh no, bro, you ain't putting this on my truck. I'm out of here. I come on here every single week talking about our blood pressure birds trying to entertain the fan base. And what do y'all give us in return? I argue with my partner Still a Mike. Now, man, the Falcons gonna be good. And y'all slap me in the face. I'm at the barbershop arguing with my barber Snoop and Pop. Hey, man, we gonna be all right. And y'all kick me in the nuts. I let you back in my heart called a house. And what do? You burn the house all the way down. Got me out here singing like Eddie Kane. Is there a heart? Is there a heart in the house tonight? Stand up. While we getting beat, I can't understand. Look, man, we done talking about this one. I might as well move on, because all these hometown haters hit my phone and hit me up in the DM. All right, man, let's move to the next game. Y'all already know what it is, Falcons. We got the Panthers coming up. Let's get back on track. Y'all know the saying, no matter how hard it gets, go Falcons, a.k.a. the Blood Pressure Birds.
Hey, Trey, that was a great rant. I love your rants, man. Hey, y'all, do us a favor, man. If you don't get a chance, man, leave comments on all our platforms. Share our platforms. That helps us out. It's called digital free currency, man. It don't cost you nothing to support. If you're on here looking, take the time to drop a comment. Take the time to go follow our YouTube channel. Take the time to go follow our Instagram, our TikTok. We're on all platforms, our Facebook. So take a time to go across all platforms and like and share and comment. Make sure you comment. That helps us out. I can't express that enough. We're not just saying it to be a YouTuber. We're saying it because it really helps us out as creators.
Hey, man, even if we are trying to be a YouTuber, man, click like and subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Hey, well, look, man, I just read something just now that Myles Garrett, it came from Myles Garrett. I saw it on the page Falcons Drip. It's an IG page that collabs with us a lot. And I just saw they posted something that Myles Garrett. If you don't know Myles Garrett, he reports on a lot of things when it comes to the Atlanta Falcons. Man, I think we have a serious crack starting in this Falcons locker room. So this is something that Myles Garrett said when asked Drake London on the third down woes. Drake London says, I just run the routes I'm given. Now, I don't know what the rest of the sentence he has to say, but when you start to hear comments like that, it's a crack in the foundation of the locker room. And these coaches, things are starting to get real sticky and nasty with them and the players. When the players come out and say things like that, they're frustrated. They don't believe in what's going on. Now, hey, I haven't been a player in the NFL locker room, but normally when you start hearing things like this coming from one of your star players who has not been vocal in a negative kind of way at all, you know what I'm saying, since he's been here, that's frustration. Like, look, basically saying, look, don't ask me. Don't ask me. I just run the routes I'm giving. Go there and talk to such and such. Don't ask me. And I just, man, Raheem, like, they got to Coach Morris. I'm going to give you your respect and call you Coach Morris still. Like, Coach Morris, man, they have to get this together.
Yeah, it's like, shout out to my homeboy Brent in Dallas, man. He always says, get it to Drake and we'll win. And, like, if you notice, man, every drive that we scored, one of the first couple plays was to Drake. You know, London was really setting the spark for our team getting it done. So, Zach, man, draw up plays to get it Drake. You saw Drake on a touchdown when he went to the right then left and just Sauce Gardner out his walker. You like that, huh? Hey, but listen, I will say this, man. Arthur Blank, you hired Raheem Morris, and I think it's fair to give a coach 3 years. This is his second year. Everybody's calling for his head. He's done a lot of mistakes. I think Coach Morris started his coaching tenure with the Falcons off wrong by hiring 2 inexperienced coordinators. You see what he did when he got an experienced defensive coordinator. Oh, the defense number 2, killing it. You know what I'm saying? Doing their thing. I see where he was going with Zach Robinson. I can understand, like, why he saw him as a young mind, like a Kyle Shanahan, you know, type of offensive guru, genius. But he just ain't all put it together yet. And then a recipe for disaster. A rookie quarterback and a rookie coordinator. That can't be nothing but disaster coming up. You need some experience back there, somebody that knows how to handle these young quarterbacks and whatever. And it was one point yesterday, I think they called a timeout in the first half, and Penix was on the sideline. I ain't never seen Penix like that. He up there kind of jawing back at Zach. Him and Zach was kind of like going back and forth. You saw it, Mario?
I missed that one.
Yeah. Look, go back and look at the replays. He's up there and he's like this and like this and just whatever. I think that the play didn't get called in time, and Penix called time. I said, I'm not finna go through this no more.
So look, let me ask you this, man. What is it like? I think Blank. Let me just start by saying this. I think Arthur Blank will probably keep Raheem Morris another year because that's Blank's MO. But what has he done to deserve a third year? I keep hearing this from you. But I just for the life of me, I can't understand the logic behind. I mean, what is he going to do in year 3? When let me just go through it. Let's think about his coaching cycle, bro.
Head coaching cycle.
In the head coach cycle he was in. Jim Harbaugh in the head coach cycle, winning record. Mike McDonald, winning record. You know what I'm saying? Ben Johnson got interviewed in that same hiring cycle, but he didn't get hired until last year. After last year, he got hired this year coming in, winning record. Why does our coach have to have 3 years? Mike McDonald had Sam Darnold, who everybody thought was a bust, and he went to Minnesota, got it together, and now he's doing well in Seattle. Jim Harbaugh, I know you say he's got Justin Herbert, but what were they doing before he got there? Not making the playoffs, I'll tell you that.
Well, I mean, the reason I'm saying is, like, watching the games, man, except for 2 this year, like, it could have went either way on a lot of the games. We could be, we could be 6-3.
Hey, man.
You know what I mean? Like, and so we're almost there. Okay, and the reason I'm saying another year is because, bro, if we fire the coach now and the coaching staff, we set our franchise back and we got to go again.
How? But you
that's
keep
just
saying
that's just my opinion, Trey.
But I'm asking you to think logically.
Okay.
I just told you some franchises that are doing better. Hold on now. If getting set back is what happens regardless, that will be happening to them. Am I right?
I hear you.
No, I'm just saying.
I hear you. What you're stating this year is facts. I'm talking about Super Bowl.
Like, dog, but everybody, like, you can't talk Super Bowl. You have to get to
We have a Super Bowl talent out there.
No, we don't.
We do.
Dog. No, you can't. You saying that because we're in Atlanta.
Okay, cool, man. I think we a receiver or 2 off, but as far as our defense, our quarterback, our running back, and our receiver 1, we got some talent that can get us to the Super Bowl, Trey.
We have talent, but you saying Super Bowl like they automatic, like
I said, we got talent to get to the Super Bowl.
First, you have to start off getting a franchise that can be consistent in winning to even get to the playoffs.
I said
Let
talent.
me finish. To even get to the playoffs to win, but a coach has to get all that on. What coach you gonna bring in who automatically gonna take us to the Super Bowl? And you say set us back. Set us back where? Oh, so we're gonna lose. We get another coach. What, we gonna only win 4 games as opposed to 6? You know
No,
what I'm
that's
saying?
not what
Like,
I'm saying. I'm saying this is like everybody got to learn a whole new system. The offense gonna be set back another couple years.
But what I'm saying is, that's not automatically
Man,
true.
I'm trying to win now. I want to
Well,
win
if
now.
you're trying to win now, you should be thinking to move on because I just laid out some other franchises that
I hear you,
like,
but
that by your thinking,
it's not over. It's not over
by
yet.
your thinking.
Okay, let's think about it. So last year, Harbaugh they made the playoffs. He lost the first round, I think.
Yeah, and guess what? They're gonna make the playoffs again this year.
Yeah, I mean, I wanted Harbaugh.
No, what I'm saying is like we only have to get like what I'm
So
saying.
you saying fire Coach Morris now?
Now this is what I'm saying. If Arthur Blank decides to do it, I don't see how that sets us back. You keep saying
I'm telling
it's
you
going
why it
to
sets
set
us back because I'm saying he has another year and a chance to get it right. I mean,
so if a chance to get it right, that means it's wrong right now, right?
Yes.
So how is it gonna set us back if you've been doing something wrong for 2 years?
I mean, you saw he got the right coordinator for defense. How the defense is playing.
mean, there's a whole bunch of coordinators out there.
if you get the right offensive coordinator, bro, this team is a different team.
Okay, but do you believe or trust that he will?
Oh,
That's the
I mean,
thing.
I saw that he got the right defense coordinator.
Okay.
So what? It don't. I don't think he can't get the right offense coordinator. And now look. Do I want some change? Hell yeah, I want some change. But do I want to sit back another 2-3 years and wait?
Now, what
no.
I'm saying to
I
you
hear
is,
what you're
this
saying.
is what I'm saying is, I'm just trying to point out, you're saying it like it's an automatic, and I'm just pointing out to
Well,
you
you know I'm optimistic.
I'm pointing out to you, but what you're saying is negative.
I'm not saying nothing negative. I'm
You're
saying
we get a
over
new
all
coach.
the
Hold on.
facts
Let
and
me
years of the
jump in
NFL.
here.
Hold on. Out of all the years in the NFL, it's not likely that a coach comes in the first year and they get to the Super Bowl. I don't see
Why
that.
do you keep saying Super Bowl? First, we have to get to the playoffs, my guy. You keep throwing out Super Bowl. Can we at least get to a winning record?
Bro, when we
No,
hired-
hold on. It starts like this. You need to try to win your division, get to the playoffs, then the Super Bowl. You're jumping over all that. Can we get to a coach who can put us in position to first win the division? After that, get in the playoffs, make some noise, and then get to a Super Bowl. No, there aren't any coaches who come in for the most part and win a Super Bowl right off. That's not even the NFL.
Okay,
I don't
but
even know
you gotta
why, hold on,
realize-
let me finish. I don't even know why we're even discussing
can I let
it.
you finish
Because
when
I'm
you're talking
making
30
my
minutes?
Because I'm making my point.
All right, go ahead.
Making my point, dog.
All right.
Like, chill out. What I'm saying is you're automatically saying it like the Super Bowl. Like, how many coaches come? That's not even realistic. Can we get into where the team gets to a winning point? And I just think to say what is going to set us back, how is it going to set us back? There's no proof in that. But you keep saying that like it's going to be the truth, and it's not.
Bro, I'm saying we've sat through 2 years, 1.5 years of this. So now we're going to have to wait another 1.5 or 2 years before we even get going.
But if you get the right coach, you get going in the
So
right
you
way.
don't think
This darn thing, boy. I'm always hitting the darn box.
I was like, damn, Mario, whose side you on? I thought Mario did
Hey, you
that.
know, they let me know I snap. But what I'm saying is you're saying it like it automatically is going to come to fruition.
I'm
That's
saying
not the truth.
this is what I'm saying. Ain't you tired of waiting?
Yeah, so why do we want to
Okay,
sit through the same
so do
thing
you?
again?
So the question is this: do you think that Raheem Morris one more year can get us there?
Let me tell you.
Yes or no?
Let me tell y'all a story.
Because I think he can.
Let me tell y'all a story, ladies and gentlemen. I was in a relationship. It was a relationship that lasted a long time.
Okay.
We cared about each other. We did. We had our ups and downs, but boy, we were hanging on. Why? I don't know. I went to see a friend of mine. Shout out to my boy Romero. I went to his wedding. I had never met his wife before, but I went to his wedding. After I sat there, man, this is a true story. I watched their wedding. I watched the way they looked at each other. I watched the way they smiled at each other. I left that wedding. I went to see the person I was in a relationship with. I said, you know what? We don't look at each other like that. Let's just end this.
For real?
Yeah, I said, we playing. Because I just left a wedding and I see what Romero and his wife look like. Why we play? You don't look at me like that anymore. I don't look at you like that. What are we around here playing around for?
And you broke up with us?
Let's just move on. I think we both, like, it didn't happen that minute, but we both agreed, like, you know what, you got a point. Hey, let's just keep it pushing.
That's a skit.
You know what I'm saying? Let's just keep it's
man,
not a skit, it's real life. And you just keep it pushing. So my thing is this. Why sit through something you already know is not going the way you want it to go?
describing us as Falcon fans. It's a skit.
Why-
I don't look at them the same, and we don't look at and they don't look at us the same. I think we should just say, Falcons, it's time to move on. It's time to find another team.
That's not going to actually happen.
Did I tell you about the breakup letter that I actually wrote to the Falcons?
Oh, my God.
Yeah, so I'm coming back around.
Great.
Like me and the Falcons broke up a while ago. So I tried. They were doing some things, like they went and hired Terry, they hired Raheem. They were trying to show me they were trying to change, and they showed me that they're still the same Falcons. So we played the Cowboys. Dan Quinn was still head coach. It was that game that we blew a 24-point lead, right? You will remember this when I tell you the moment. The onside kick, B. Rich. And it was because as an NFL team, we forgot how to field an onside kick.
Mario,
we were watching the ball receiving an onside kick.
Even
that was the moment online I went and broke up on Facebook. Fired. Yes, that was the moment, and that was the moment where I left. I was like, I can't do this with y'all no more. Y'all keep embarrassing me in public. I can't do this. So yeah, it's time.
So look, I say all this to say, and I'm not calling for Coach Moore's head. All I'm saying is, if it happens, there's no proof that it will set us back. It could set us on the right track. If you say, what if Coach Morris brings in the right coach? What if a new coach is the right coach and brings in the right coach?
I mean, I'm not saying you're wrong.
So be optimistic on that standpoint, and let's not say how it's going to set us back. Let's believe that if it happens, it's going to move us forward. That's what I need you to do. That's what I need you to do. You're hanging on. You're hanging on just to hang on.
Hey, we got a lot of comments, man. Let's go through some of the comments,
we'll go to the comments, man. And I hope that you see that you are thinking about it all wrong.
Okay.
Ain't
nothing wrong or right. I just hear you, though.
No.
I wanted to start
There's a wrong. There's a right.
All right, this is the comment I wanted to start us off with.
Okay, let's go. It better not be from who I thought it is. Okay, Sage the Benz. We cursed.
Boy,
I will tell you this: if they do Sage the Benz, they'll definitely lose somebody because I can't stand sage. It smells
like
funky.
Turkey.
Whenever I go to people's house, and they burn sage, I already know they're not the type of people I want to hang out with. I don't want to smell sage. I don't need any sage burning in my life because I'm already godly when I step in the room.
Hey.
You already know what I mean, boy. When they see a man of God, boy, them spirits already know where to go. You know what I'm saying? Dr. Drew 559 said that defense looked strong. I would say that this defense was better than the 2016. Now, that's just me. Hey, you know what? I agree. As a whole, this is a better defense than the 2016. And that offense was scoring so many points. We were putting so much pressure on offenses to keep up. Boy, we were able to, like, Vic Beasley were able to just pin his ears back and rush the passer because we were putting teams in obvious passing situations on a consistent basis. I'm with you, Dr. Drew. Leave Zach and Raheem in Germany, boy. That's what Dylan Mandel said. Oh, my God, boy. He said, leave them in Germany. Hey, man, leave them right there. Man, Reverse said, and what is up with Raheem and these timeouts? Man.
What you think about that? So, all right, I was watching the game with somebody. One of my homeboys was on the phone, and it was near the end of the half, right? And near the end of the game. Near the end of the game, they ran out of timeouts. We stopped them. They had to kick the field goal. They had to run out there, set up, and kick it. Instead, we called a timeout to save time just in case they make the field goal. What would you have done?
Man, just let time go, man. Let them, cause maybe they'll mess up. Maybe they'll screw up. Maybe something happened where they can't even get the kickoff. Like, why would I put them in a position to make it? Like, I've been seeing the way my offense been rolling. I'm seeing my offense is being inconsistent. We haven't been moving the ball like that. I'm not trusting that we're going to get in field goal range with 20 and 30 seconds. Man, let's just go ahead and go to overtime. Because guess what? I trust my defense. Let's just put them in a position. But I'm not trusting my offense not to make a mistake.
You know what's frustrating? After all of that, it was something happened where it was 11 seconds left. It was an intentional grounding. And we had a chance to keep 11 seconds on the clock just by calling a timeout. Instead, we didn't take it. It went down to 1 second and clicked off. We didn't even do nothing. We didn't even fight for it. So I'm like, damn.
Why you called a timeout earlier? Yeah.
We should have just did it. And then it was another time we did something else bonehead with the timeout.
It's all good. We'll let you think of it. Let me get to this comment. Jamie L. Ray says, my problem is there's no sense of urgency in 2-minute drills or care to try and score before halves. Yeah, I think they starting to get a little nervous about pennies, but I feel you on that, Jamie. But Carlos Kobe said, yeah, but Algier was on fire, and that defense could not stop the run, especially to the left side. They were eating it up, man. Like, go to your strengths, man. Like, go to your strengths, dog. Like, as much as I give Bill Belichick a hard time without Tom Brady, one thing I can say about his coaching staff and him when he was head coach with Tom Brady, whenever they found out what was working, they would make that specific to that game. It was never a one-size-fit-all type of game plan for the New England Patriots. It fit for that game and that situation. If Algier is running the ball, sometimes you're going to have Algier games. Sometimes you're going to have Bajan games. That's just the way it is, man. Give it to the hot hand, run it to the hot side. Dylan said, keep Ulbrich, fire Raheem and Zach, and hire Clint Kubiak. Hey, man, the Kubiaks, man, they moved about. Where's Clint right now?
I just saw Clint in Seattle. Yeah, he's the OC in Seattle right now.
Man, where was he before? Was he over there with the Saints last year? Who was with him?
Yeah, so he was in New Orleans last season, and I'm trying to remember before that he was a QB assistant. I can't remember where he was before that, but yeah, last year was New Orleans.
Okay, so he started off at a hot start last year. Eagles showed everybody how to defend them in like week 4. They shut the Saints offense down from him. Now I didn't realize they moved on from Clint. I guess when they fired the coach, old boy who came in, he decided he didn't want to keep Clint.
Yeah, I mean, Kellen Moore didn't want no competition, so he wanted to just be the one voice in that room.
I was looking at go ahead.
Oh, let me say this. So I need to watch more of the Seattle's offense to see what he's doing. But I will say this: if you get, and I gotta read more and learn more about him to see what he might can be as a head coach. But if you do bring him in, 9 times out of 10, the same way with Kyle Shanahan, you able to get Mike Shanahan. If you bring in Clint Kubiak,
you think he's gonna be Gary?
I love it.
You think he's gonna be Baby Gary
to come in and help?
Yeah, I love it.
You were laugh. I thought I said something wrong. I'm like, did I?
No, that's funny, man, because that's the truth.
Yeah, like more than likely, you'll get him as some kind of consultant. He'll be around the building. He'll be around the team in some form, fashion, or capacity.
That's why I wanted Hillary Clinton to win, because you're going to get Bill to come in and help out. You know what I'm saying? That's why I want Obama to win. That's why I want Michelle Obama to run, because you're going to get Obama. Hey, I feel the same way.
Hey, so Trey, so you just reminded me where Clint Kubiak was before he was in New Orleans. I think it was actually San Francisco, because remember the Shanahan Kubiak connection, because Clint was the backup quarterback for all those years before he became a quarterback coach and OC under Mike. And he's a part of that Shanahan family. So 100%. And then on top of that, the Seattle skill position group looks eerily similar to what we have here, and I think we have the better talent.
So just to fill everybody in, Kubiak was the backup to John Elway in Denver. And so that's And
then he went on to become the OC when they won the Super
under
Bowls.
Dan Reeves.
Yeah, he was the OC.
And then he became the head coach.
He was under Mike Shanahan. Mike Shanahan, they won the Super Bowls. He was the OC, and then he was head coach of his own team with the Houston Texans.
Kubiak, they won with Denver too, didn't he? He won the Super Bowl with Denver.
Yeah.
With Peyton Manning.
No. He was gone by then.
Who
that
was
was John Fox.
John Fox was the head coach that year.
At Denver?
Yeah. Oh, wow. Yeah, John Fox was the head coach that year. Remember he had Tim Tebow. He wouldn't let Tebow play. Looked like he would be frustrated every time Tebow get a win. Like, I can't even bench this dude because everybody talking about his God. You know what I'm saying? But hey, man, I do have to think and bring up that it's so funny that Hillary Clinton made a Waterboyz Show sighting. I would have never thought.
Never had down my bingo card for 2025.
Would be brought up on the Waterboyz Show. All right, let's see what's next. All
right, y'all. We got a super chat from Larry.
Boy, hey, Larry, shout out for the super chat, man, from Larry, man. Shout out to Larry for the super chat.
Let's get some more super chats going, y'all.
Hey,
shout
man,
out, Larry.
He said, did y'all see MP9 have tears after the press conference? Now I didn't see that, but I did see that he looked, and we're gonna talk about Mike Penix. I have a question that I want to pose. But he did look like a little bit dejected. He did look like he was taking this loss really hard, but I think he's gonna take accountability.
Oh yeah.
And I've said it before, and I pray that I'm correct. I just do not think that you go through 2 potentially dream ending, not just like career ending, because he wasn't getting paid for it at the time. 2 potential dream ending injuries, and come back from them without 1, building a level of faith, without 2, building a level of strength You know what I'm saying? And building a level of moxie, as they say, for yourself to be able to fight through some adversity. So I feel like Mike Penix is gonna get through it. Right now it's tough. And I'm gonna talk about it more because I have a question about Mike Penix that I want to pose a little later. Man, but shout out to Larry for the super chat.
Thank you, Larry.
Terry Bailey said Penix is not at fault. And he put exclamation mark. So look, I'm gonna say it how you text it. Penix is not at fault. That's how Terry said that thing. Look, when y'all put exclamation marks, I'm gonna say it how it's on the screen. Penix is not at fault. He has no number 2 option at wide receiver. Play calling is middle school level at best. Coaching sucks.
Hey man, listen, Mario.
That's what he said.
One time, man, when Trey was out to eat, and this is when I first met him, and like Trey talks loud just in general. That's how loud he was talking. Man, I'm like, damn, bro, can you just talk a little softer, man? The whole restaurant can hear you, bro. All right, let's go to the next comment, bro. That was very good.
It's all good, man.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and give y'all a warning. A few of these are going to be small paragraphs.
Okay. All right, cool. But I cannot read that. I cannot read that because of the text.
Wanda.
Shout out to Wanda.
Defensive game plan worked against Indy. Penix just missed routine throws. Trey's shirt.
Under through pits.
I'm sorry, y'all. It's
in that fade in the end zone.
Go ahead and read, Mario.
Threw the ball behind Sills on our second to last drive. With Raheem saying we got to get better, I didn't understand the timeout called. When Indy had used all of their timeouts, it gave Indy time to reset.
I mean, like, look, Penix was inaccurate on some throws. He really was, and that's why, you know, when you hit the throws, you got to help him out. Like that first drive, like, come on, Kyle. Like, you know, we're not gonna make this a Kyle Pitts dump session to where we dump all the problems of the Falcons on Kyle Pitts by no means. Kyle. But help him out. Help him out in that first throw. You know what I'm saying? Mooney, when he makes a good throw to you, you got to catch the ball. And I'm not saying Penix doesn't have to get his accuracy together because B. Rich will tell you, I've been saying that he was inaccurate. You know what I'm saying? Since the summertime. I've been saying that he has to get that together. But I don't think, and I don't want to get too deep in the weeds with Penix right now because I want to have a straight up discussion about Mike Penix. But yeah, he definitely has to improve in those areas. He has to.
Pull up the next comment.
Is this one like that one?
Yeah, it's another paragraph. You need me to read it? I got you.
Yeah.
All right. So from Deion Jones, at the end of the day, we need to hire a new head coach, OC, QB coach. Definitely need a head coach with the mindset of winning and finishing games. My first suggestion would be get Mike McCarthy, let him bring his own offensive staff, keep Jeff at DC. MP9, need a real QB coach to help him with his mechanics. Wide receiver 2 is needed. Slide Pitts to wide receiver 2. Need a run stopper on defensive line and more big bodies on the O-line.
Good job, Deion.
Yeah, shout out to Deion Jones, man. The only thing that I'm not totally on board with that he said was Mike McCarthy. I don't really.
What was Matt a defensive guy or offensive guy?
Who?
Matt McCarthy.
Mike McCarthy. Offense.
Yeah, he's an offensive guy.
Offense. Yeah. Yeah, that's the only thing.
Let me read some from TikTok, man.
Terry Bailey said, let me see that again. Falcons hire Todd Monken and see what happens to that offense. Hey, man, well, one thing we know, he can call offense.
Todd's been getting buzz lately.
Yeah, I mean, he interviewed some last year. Whether or not he'll get a head coaching job, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But I do think whoever gets the job, unless they just bringing in some kind of guru, man, keep Jeff at DC. I think the continuity that he'll bring with the players, that's one area where we won't have to worry about a setback. Now, I'm with you on worrying about a defensive setback because we have a defensive staff that's been teaching things a certain way and they're bringing these young players along. I'm with you on that. A new coach could potentially set the defense back if they don't bring in the right coach. I'm with you on that.
What you think about Jeff Ulbrich being the head coach?
No. I'll pass on that.
And hiring Todd Monken.
What is he? Why would he leave Lamar?
He can even be a head coach. You're right.
Yeah. Why would he leave Lamar to come coach Mike Penix, man? Like, I got Lamar. You know what I'm saying? I'm not finna leave one of the top 5 for a quarterback that's up and coming. You know what I'm saying? So King Dimitri 88 said, and red zone percentage, we get there and never get in. The yards per game doesn't match the points per game. He's right, man. Shout out to Big Low Country, Big Country Low, man. So I was watching his show last night before I went to sleep. Like, man, he have a lot of good knowledge. Plus, he entertaining. Him and his wife be doing everything. But he brought up. He said, where do OCs make their money? And it goes to this man's point. He said, where do OCs make their money? And she said, well, he said they make their money on third down and in the red zone. And he said, now our OC is not making his money
at all.
When you look at the third downs and you look at the red zone, we gonna get on Penix when the throw is not right. But like, why is it so low?
You know what?
Why is it so low?
You know what, man? And now it comes back to Coach Morris. Last week after the loss, he said, we got to work on third downs. That's what we're going to work on this week. Well, we went from making one last week to making none this week. Got a point, Trey.
Hey, man, I'm just saying. Let's read one or two more, then we're going to go to this. You got some comments from TikTok you wanted to read?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, let me read this. So, Trey Johnson, shout out to Trey, man. Anybody named Trey, I rock with you, man. He said, preseason matters. You see the exclamation mark? I told you. Anytime y'all put exclamation marks, I'm going to read it just like it said. Let me start over. Let me get it.
All right, go ahead.
Preseason matters.
That's how he was talking in the restaurant, y'all.
Penix should have played the preseason. Penix needs help. Man, why you bring up what I did in the restaurant, man? You want me to talk about some of the stuff you've done in restaurants? I don't think you do.
How's it tit for tat?
No, I mean, we're not tit for tat.
All right, man, I'm just saying you talk loud.
Oh, should I say what? So another attorney said that to my mom one time and said, why are we tit for tat? So she said, so you're admitting that there's a tit for me to tat.
That was funny. I see where you get it from.
And so stay up street says, Falcon fans, we give up on our team too much and too quick.
Well, stay up street. What are you talking about, man? We've been fans since 1980, bro.
Well, he's saying in general, he's not just speaking about you and I.
I'm just saying.
He's talking about in general.
I mean, but I can feel the fans. I feel them. We lose in some of the worst ways, Trey.
Oh, okay. Let me ask you this. Let me pose a quick question. Take that comment down for a second for me, Mark. Let me pose a quick question based off of what he just said, right? What have the Atlanta Falcons done to expect the loyalty from the fans?
Nothing. Not a thing. Not a thing since they've been a franchise. Maybe when they made it to the Super Bowl and Matt Ryan was MVP. But we messed that up too. I am mad about that. I'm just loyal to Atlanta, man. I'm loyal to the A, and I'm not no hometown hater. I'm a Hawks fan. I'm a Braves fan. I'm a Falcons fan. I'm a Bulldog fan. I'm a Tech fan. Whoever ranked higher, I'm going for it. That's what I am. And if Georgia State was playing a team out of Georgia, I'm going for Georgia State.
Okay. I respect it. Let it be known, be rich. Let it be known. I think so. So, like, look, I have no respect for y'all hometown haters, right? All y'all hometown haters who just crap on the franchise, I don't have any respect for that. But at the same time, for the fans who get fed up and who say they tired, you know what I'm saying? For the older fans like my father who moved here from Alabama, who had season tickets back in the late 70s, man, in the 80s. Fans like that who just be like, man, the Falcons, they just gonna do whatever. He watch them, but he don't have any belief in them. Like, I can't even knock them. And what have the Atlanta Falcons? I want y'all to ask yourselves, everybody out there, if you work for the Falcons, man, if you are the Falcon, ask yourself, what have you done to expect and demand, you know what I'm saying, the loyalty from the fan base at all times? I'm going to stay loyal. I'm going to rock with you. But, hey, I can be a little bit insane when it comes to things like that, and I'm loyal to a fault. You know what I'm saying? I self-admit that. You know what I'm saying? But I will tell you this. When there's people out there who feel like the Atlanta Falcons have lost again and again and again and broke their heart, how can you dispute that? And I'm going to end it off like this. Let me tell you something, Falcons, and anybody in the Falcon marketing department or anybody who work in ticket sales, I want y'all to know what's happening to the fans that y'all got out there. I met a young dude at the game. Young dude approached me at the Washington Commanders and Falcons game. He said, hey, man, I love the podcast. Can I take a picture with you? We took the picture, and he said, you know what's sad? He said, I'm in the 11th grade. The last time the Falcons made the playoffs, I was in the 3rd. Now, you take that you do them numbers, you think about all the different life and growth that happens between 3rd grade and 11, and you tell me the fans don't have a right to be pissed off when it's somebody who hasn't seen the Falcons make the playoffs from 3rd grade to 9th, and for my son, that would be from 3rd grade to 11th, and for my son, that would be 1st to 9th grade. And you tell me the fans don't have a right to be pissed off.
Hey, man.
Boy, you better stop.
You just broke down something I never thought about, because us as adults, we used to it. But as a kid, developing, that's how I became a fan. 1980. Bro. I became a fan because it was a big playoff game. Everybody was at the house, excited about the Falcons playing the Cowboys, and I became a fan, brokenhearted.
Bro.
So
think about
they need to win, because you took your son to the game against the Dolphins that you knew we was gonna win and wanted him to see that, and it made him hate the Falcons even more.
Man, hey man, and my oldest man, like he don't like them because he watched them lose the Super Bowl, and then I took him to a Dallas Cowboy and Falcons game for his birthday, and they lost on a last-second field goal, and he said, you know what, that first it was the Super Bowl, and now that they can't even win on my birthday. I hate the Falcons. And so as time has gone on, my son, he watched the Falcons. He go to he still love the Falcons, but it's tough. What like think about and I'm gonna leave this alone after that. Think about how much life happens between 1st grade, 9th grade, or how much life happens between 3rd grade and 11th. You wouldn't even want an 11th grader around your 3rd grader. So look at the development and the different life things that happen. And the Falcons, y'all been in the cellar ever since then and during all that time. Man, get it together, man. Like, the fans pissed off.
I want to bring up something to everybody. This goes out to my mom. She texted me this morning. And, like, our job is to talk about Atlanta sports. Mm-hmm. You know, when we win, we have a rant about the win. When we lose, we have a rant about the loss. Mm-hmm. So she says, remember to stay positive, even when it comes to speaking about the Falcons. Your words are powerful, period. Speak from a realistic perspective and stay out your feelings. True fans are with you whether you're winning or losing. True fans are with you even through mistakes. So here's what I got to say to that. We done lost, 4 in a row? 5 in a row? I want to be positive. I want to talk positive. But, hey, I'm speaking on what we saw, and that's not positive. I want to say, and today I came into the mind of trying to be positive, and I am trying to be positive. Mm-hmm. But, hey, what we're seeing is negative, so I'm speaking on that. When we win, I will just go just as hard being positive as I'm being negative about what I'm seeing.
Hey, look, and I appreciate that. I appreciate her saying that, because those words to make sure we stay positive at all times, our words do have power. But I will say this. A lot of the fans are positive. They are positive that they are mad. They are positive that they tired of watching the Falcons lose. And they are positive that they want to see a different product out on the field.
Consistently inconsistent.
I'm trying to tell you, man, it's like, it's just... Man, look, man, I love them. I'm gonna rock with them regardless, man. But like, it's tough, bro. It's tough at times, and I can't expect everyone to have the same love for the Falcons that I have or that you have. I can't expect everyone to show up the same way, buy season tickets regardless, go to the games. I can't expect that out of everybody. You know, like I said, I just don't like the hometown haters. I don't like the ones who say F the Falcons, who want to crap on the logo.
You just explain it to me.
Who won't put on any other clothes, who just say F the Falcons here and out. But how that happens, though, is like we talked about, is if you put a losing product on the field from 3rd to 11th. And for him, now it's about to be 3rd to 12th. And soon it'll be elementary to college. If they don't win next year, it'll be elementary to college. And you think about that.
Dang, you broke it down.
Now I wish I could remember his name. I don't remember his name.
Shout out to him.
I remembered it that day, but I have forgotten it now because that's been a few games. That's been at least a month ago, over a month. But yeah, man. Yeah, let me read this last one from Rose Ray. I love this comment. I read it while you were talking a little bit, and then I'll let you bring up some TikTok questions, and then we'll go to what I want to bring up with Michael Penix. Rose Ray says, I love watching you guys. I can't wait to run across the both of you. Now I'm a fan, but it's getting hard to watch.
Shout out to you, Rose Ray. I like that. Thank you.
I can't be mad at her, bro. I can't be mad.
You just touched it. I love when we go out. You know, Trey was going to a lot of games last year and this year. I went to my first game this year. I mean, I don't like going to Falcons games. I had season tickets for over 10 years, and I just got burnt out going. But when I went to the Miami game, man, a lot of people came up to me, man. I saw what you meant. I was at the tailgate having a blast.
You met Bird Lady Keisha at the tailgate too?
I think so.
She told me yesterday, Saturday. She told me Saturday she met you at the tailgate.
Oh, yeah. I did meet her. Yeah.
The original Bird Lady
Yeah,
Keisha.
The guy that's sponsoring us, Miss Ellie's Kitchen, he brought up to me and I shook her hand. Sure did.
Yeah, you know she wants to come on the show. We're gonna bring.
Yeah,
her on the show
he said he's gonna bring on the show.
Yeah,
he's supposed to bring on today. We supposed to have breakfast by them, but
oh man, boy, I would have been so happy.
Oh man, yeah, but you know what? They want to come do breakfast, man. I got a chance to meet his uncle. There's some awesome people, man.
So happy. Man, now I'm hungry. Man, go ahead, read some TikTok questions, and then I want to bring up. What I have, the question I have about Michael Penix.
Y'all looking at my broke down stand.
Yeah, I don't know what's happening with that. We're going to have to get that. We got to get something that maybe hang. I wish TikTok would do the horizontal angle instead of just the vertical because we could set it
No, they can. I can now.
Okay, we need to set it further back and they can have the same view as the wide shot but be further back. I think that'll be real dope.
All right.
I know TikTok, they're going to log off. They keep looking at your face like that.
STG Beno says, thought he was going to let you talk. He loved talking. He's talking about me?
He's talking about you. I think he's talking about you. Because whether you realize it or not. I don't want to read no more. Because look, I don't think you be realizing it, but when we first started the show, you do more talking than I do. Then I get to my point and start talking.
I don't want to talk no more.
You
go ahead.
Be interrupted.
Trey.
He could have been talking about me.
I
don't care.
Go ahead.
I don't care if he's talking about me. But look, I
wasn't trying to read the comment. I couldn't see Mario. And then when I focus, that's what I read. I wasn't trying to pick that out. I swear to God. That's hilarious. That's how God works. What's up, man? I love you, man.
He could have been talking about me. He could have been saying, I'm not letting you talk. Hey, I don't know. Why you worried about it?
If you still there, please clarify.
Why you worried about it? It's going to make you feel good or make you feel bad? Like, that's wild. You know what I'm saying?
Come on, man. We got about 4-5 more minutes, man. Where we going?
Yeah, so we're gonna have to take up a little bit more than that because we got to talk about the Dawgs as well.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Then we got to talk about 10-point Mike in the host. You know what I'm saying?
Mario, we gonna get him.
Look, I mean, it's all good, man.
10-point
it's
Mike.
all
He done
good,
had 20 points, 2 games in a row.
Okay.
20-point Mike.
All right.
Go ahead. All right,
cool,
go ahead.
cool. This is what I want to ask you about Mike Penix, and it may seem like a crazy question coming from me, but I have to ask you this. You know what I'm saying? With all the inaccuracy that we seeing, is it too soon to give up on Michael Penix?
Hell no. What are you talking about? This is his first full season. Why would you even bring that question up? Because you know why?
You say it's not too soon to give up on Michael Penix?
No, we don't need to give up on Michael Penix, period.
Say it the way it's supposed to be
said.
Okay,
we're not getting, like, fans, listen. This is he ain't had a full season yet. And if we fire the coach, the next thing you're going to go is, we need to get rid of Penix. I see it. It's going to be a racial division.
Oh, wow.
We don't need that to happen. He's a good quarterback. He has a head on his shoulders, and he wants to learn from his mistakes. I see that. Get your footwork right. Get more accurate. You'll be all right, buddy.
Yeah, like, look, let me just keep it right here for a second, Mario. Listen, all y'all that's already out there saying Penix ain't it, Penix ain't this, Penix ain't that. If you want to give up on Mike Penix, it's your prerogative. You know what I'm saying? Bobby Brown said it. It's your prerogative, but it's too soon to give up on Michael Penix. When you look at quarterbacks that you want to give up on, it's quarterbacks who are game in, game out, putting you in horrible position, turning the ball over, throwing it to the other team, fumbling the ball every time you turn around, making bonehead plays. Has Penix been inaccurate in some throws? Yes, he has. Has he taken some time and looked around a little too much, held the ball a little too long, and not made a decision and run? Yes, he has. But are those things that are coachable and fixable? 100% they are. How you going to give up on a man who hasn't played a full slate of a season worth of games yet? It's way too soon to give up on Mike Penix. The man is playing well. Like, can he get his accuracy together? 100%. But until he starts throwing the ball away, how y'all gonna give up on a player that hasn't even finished a full season worth of games? Man, give it a break. Man, I think y'all shell shocked from Mariota and Desmond Ridder.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, until my nephew, he sent me a thing with Desmond Ridder stats and Penix stats next to each other. I just said, hey man, you done lost your mind. Nephew, don't send me nothing like that ever again. Because Mike Penix, I think, is a good quarterback who has some improving to do, but it's way too soon to give up. Stop the cap.
All right, let me say something. All right, a guy recently, I like to watch some of the rants from some of the guys that are peers. All right, I'm coming at you. All right, Stakey, you came on the show and you made a take and said we're lucky to have Penix. Yesterday, I had a chance watching your rant, which I love watching your rants. But yesterday, at the end of your rant, you said Michael Penix ain't it. That wasn't cool, my guy. Like, I don't think that you was thinking fully, man. You affect a lot of people, respect you, and you influence a lot of people out here in the city in the state of Georgia and the city of Atlanta. And I don't like the fact that you said he ain't it. And he didn't really have a bad game. He was inaccurate. Yeah, we can give him that. He missed some passes and he cost us the game on some of that. But come on, bro. Matt Ryan had some rough games his first year. He wasn't all that his first year.
At all.
You know, like we went to the playoffs because of Michael Turner. Matt Ryan didn't even throw over 200 yards a lot of times, and he barely threw multiple touchdowns. I remember Trey said, Matt Ryan needed to throw 3 touchdowns. And he became that later on, years later.
He did. Give
the same respect to Michael Penix, Steak. I got love for you and I got respect for you, but I'm calling you out on that one. That wasn't cool in my opinion.
Look, I'm going to say this. I think we can look around the NFL right now and we can see examples where all of us, because I'm sure it's some quarterbacks that I've had negative things to say about who have bounced back. All of us have jumped the gun a little too soon on certain quarterbacks. So look, city of Atlanta, like calm down on Penix. Let's get through. Let's get through the season. I don't know if some of y'all thought he was going to be Vic, and all of a sudden now because he's not running the way you want him to run, now you already giving up. Now Penix, he should get out of harm's way a little more. He should use his legs a little more. Like I
wish I would see him do that. Yeah.
I don't know if it's fear or what it is, but yes, Penix, use your legs a little more. But there were a bunch of people who said Baker Mayfield was done. He ain't it. Shannon Sharp used to go on their show with Skip Bayless every week after Baker Mayfield played and say Baker Mayfield ain't it. Look at Baker right now. I think all of us thought Sam Darnold was done.
Yeah,
I mean, we all thought Sam Darnold was washed when he left the Jets and went to Carolina. It's a wrap for Sam Darnold. Man, they got Sam Darnold. He ain't about to do nothing. Look at him now.
Hey, Trey, you put out a reel last year when we first started, and everybody was talking about Patrick Mahomes wasn't it. And Shannon Sharp was one of them. Remember that? It was like, What is this GM doing? What is this GM doing? Patrick Mahomes ain't it. Hey, man, give people a chance to grow.
Yeah, man. Like it's multiple quarterbacks that we've seen improve. Let's see what Penix does. Like, is he playing perfect ball right now? Is he playing MVP level ball? I don't know if that's what y'all think that was gonna happen. Let him get through a full slate of games, man. Let's just stop it with the he ain't this, he ain't that. Then I saw Brian Finneran said that Mike Penix would be number 10 on his list out of quarterbacks that have come out in the last couple of years on who he would draft. I'm like, boy, please name these 7 to 9 quarterbacks that you would take ahead of Mike Penix. Like, come on, my guy.
I think we should get Brian Finneran on the show.
Come on, man.
I think we should get Brian Finneran on the show. I think you got something you want to talk to him about, and I got something I want to talk to him about.
I don't.
For sure.
I'm leaving that alone. I ain't even got, cause that's just personal stuff. I'm gonna leave it alone. But I mean, personal is just something that I personally just had a problem with. We don't have to talk about it on the show.
Well, he stepped on your shoe? Nah, I'm just.
No, I don't get upset about that type of stuff, man.
I'm just talking, man. Let go.
Yeah, no, I don't give a damn. So, man, I just no. It is. We shouldn't give up on Mike Penix. Stop it. Mike Penix is our guy. I think he's gonna be all right. But look, Georgia Bulldogs. They beat Mississippi State 41-21. They pulled the game off. During the game, I was saying, look, boy, Mississippi State and scored on them already. You know, Kirby and them like to play dangerous. I don't know what the game gonna be.
They melted in the second quarter.
And so Swats was like, he was like, oh man, by the end of the game, we're gonna blow them out. And I said, man, I don't trust none of these Georgia teams. I don't have trust for any of them. And so he posed a question today, and he said, and I don't want to say it on the show, bring it up. has our heartbreak due to the Atlanta Falcons caused us to look at all the Atlanta franchises or all the Georgia franchises through the same lens where we don't trust them?
Hell yeah. Heck yeah, man. For the Hawks too. Game 7, Boston.
Yeah, but it was coming through the lens. Have the Falcons?
No,
done
know what I'm
it to
saying?
us.
I'm saying the Falcons on top of the Hawks game, like both of them mixed together, man. It giving the Braves. The Braves kind of healed us though. You know what I'm saying? A couple times.
I said that to him too. I told him, I said, I don't think the Falcons have anything to do with it. I think that we just have been heartbroken by all these organizations. I don't. It's not coming because of the Falcons.
Yes, it is,
We've
Trey.
just seen, bro. We've seen teams in the state of Georgia or the city of Atlanta
Win.
that do it on their own. Just like the touchdown. Now Georgia got the back-to-back, but the touchdown that Devin Bellamy spoke about, go look at that episode, one of our best episodes. It was second down. Second down, they threw the touchdown in overtime
To win the game?
Yeah,
That wasn't fourth down?
no, it was second down.
Well, they converted a fourth down play on that drive.
Early in the game, they better go to overtime.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
That where they missed, they were gonna win the game. They missed the kick, went to overtime. But anyway, like we saw that happen. We watched the Hawks lose leads. We watched the Braves go through the 90s with the best pitching staff.
Ever.
This day,
Whew.
I still think that's the best pitching staff that's ever been assembled.
I think
And if
so,
you
too.
have one better, hey, bring it out. Let us hear about it. You know what I'm saying? But
we need to get a Brave more love on this show.
But I'm just telling you, I think that all these teams have broken our hearts to a certain extent.
Yeah.
To where I don't think it comes through the lens of the Falcons. I think it just comes through the lens of we just feel like in the state of Georgia, this is what our teams happen to do.
Yeah, I mean, if you go through when I became a sports fan in '80, the Falcons broke his hearts, the Braves broke our hearts, the Hawks broke our hearts. So, we've been trained as Atlantans to really look at things in that lens.
I mailed it in on the Hawks. Mario don't know that. I've never had that conversation with him, but in the early 2000s, I mailed it in on the Hawks. I used to go to the stadium and boo them, flat out.
I understand.
I would be in
So what
State
took
Farm Arena. I
what took
can't
you there?
remember. It wasn't State Farm at the time.
Why-
I would
why?
be in there straight up booing.
Because of
They're
Nick?
Booing in the army.
Why? Because of Neat?
Nah, dog, I'm sitting there watching the draft, and you know what I'm saying? I had been
Marvin
listening. I
Williams?
had been listening to a whole bunch of sports talk radio, and I had watched Chris Paul play a couple games,
yeah, I
right?
knew it just-
But it's not like I was just like
I
the
remember
biggest.
this.
It's not like I was the biggest Chris Paul fan. So I'm not even gonna make this solely about Chris Paul.
This is my first time hearing this story. I
So-
don't even know where it's going, and I totally
I know
agree.
where it's
So listen, I wasn't
was friends with you then.
wasn't even the greatest Chris Paul fan, but I'm gonna tell you who I was the greatest hater of, you can say, and who I said I did not want. And I had this argument all through the basketball season and
know
all
what
through the
you're gonna say.
offseason. They better not draft Marvin Williams. The man couldn't even get in the starting
Lineup
lineup in
on
college. How the hell he gonna be
The number
a
two
number 2 overall pick? Like, I used to have that argument with Bo Hagan. Shout out to my boy, Who Am I on Bo Hagan. We used to argue about that at the kitchen table every morning and every night. And in the studio, we'll argue about that, about Marvin Williams. He'd tell me I'm tripping. They saying this about Marvin Williams. They saying that. I'm like, bro, he can't even get on the court as a starter in college. How is he going to be a top 3 draft pick?
That's
And
crazy.
sure enough, I'm in my bedroom and I'm watching the draft. And they called Marvin Williams. This is the first time I ever threw a remote at the TV. Now, mind you, we didn't have them flimsy TVs we have now. So we had the little bubble TV. I had come down and then the big back on the TV.
busted the remote.
You know what I'm saying? So it busted the remote. Now the remote gonna tear the TV up. Back then, it just busted the remote. And I said, you know what? I told my guy Peso and I told Hagan, I said, you know what? I'm not gonna support the Atlanta Hawks until they get rid of Marvin Williams. I'm not supporting them. I'm not supporting them again until they get rid of Marvin Williams. Now I used to sneak and watch games, but I used to sneak and still watch games. You know what I'm
I will
saying?
say this. Shout out to Marvin Williams. He did have a long NBA
He did,
career
but
as a fifth or sixth man.
He did become a good pro. He did not become a star, but
Become
I
number
must
2.
say, outside of the city of Atlanta, he became a good pro that you didn't mind have coming off your bench. He could put up some points. He could hit the 3.
He exactly
Shout out-
what he was when you drafted him.
I mean, he
became that.
Yeah, but it didn't work here. Chris Paul turned out to be.
And it was
Chris
another
Paul,
point guard for Utah. What's his name?
DeRon or Darren Williams.
Yeah.
He turned out to be a good player. He didn't last
didn't-
as long as Chris Paul, but during the
Paul's
time he
still
did,
playing.
during the time he was playing well out in Utah, and then even when he went to Brooklyn, he was a good player. And so, man, I was against I was against the Hawks, especially one game in particular. They played the Lakers, and everybody who know me and been knowing me a long time, they know who my favorite basketball players of all time. Mamba mentality, my guy. Kobe Bryant. He sure is. That's my favorite basketball player of all time. Argue with your mama about it. I don't care what you think of Kobe before he died or after. And if you try to give him love after and you hated him before, I don't want to hear that either. You just a hater. You know what I'm saying? And so every time Kobe did something well, I'd be like, yeah. That right, Cole. That right, Cole. And every time Marvin Williams would throw up a brick, I'd be like, boo, boo. I sure did. And so guess what, man? It is what it is. So when these organizations break your heart, sometimes you got to turn on them. And these Georgia organizations and these Atlanta organizations, they have done it to us again and again and again. So I don't think the way I felt about Georgia stems from the Falcons. I think that each team has given me a reason to doubt that they can pull it off.
Well, the
in
Bulldogs is battle tested, man. We're gonna go in the playoffs battle tested and ready to put belt the ass, man.
Okay.
And then they gave us 2 chips, so you should be a little happy about that with the coach we got now.
I'm happy about that.
But
that does not mean that I feel like they automatically are gonna go in and dominate teams. I go into every year not knowing if they're gonna beat Florida or not. Every single season.
But I'm saying that's a rivalry game. No matter what the records are.
Every single season.
I feel the same way. And I'm always, you know who I'm always scared of? Auburn and Kentucky for some reason. I don't know why. And Tennessee.
Hey, look. So shout out to Georgia. They got the win. Georgia Tech was off. We're gonna get into some more Georgia Tech. Let's hope Georgia Tech continues to run their slate of games. Georgia has Texas this week. I feel like Georgia is to Texas what Alabama is to Georgia. I don't care. I don't feel like Texas is going to beat Georgia. And, hey, Texas, if you want to prove me wrong and make me shut up, go out there and do it. I don't think you can.
Well, you've been right a lot this year, man.
I don't think Texas can beat Georgia, and it's between the hedges. And then,
hey, look, that's a prize pick, man. We sponsored by Prize Pick. Just put Waterboyz in the code, man. Put $5, get $50 for that, man.
Yep.
Get your pick.
Yep.
Trey says Georgia is going to beat Texas. They're Alabama to us. I like that. Go ahead.
We're Alabama to them.
Yeah, we're Alabama to them.
There you go. I knew what you meant.
Okay, thank you. I think y'all know what I meant too.
And before we go, our Atlanta Hawks, they did some hawking. They did some hawking.
Hey, man. Hey,
they did some hawking.
Why are you hating on 10-Point Mike? Why are you calling 10-Point Mike?
I can't remember how we got to the 10-point Mike. It had something to do. You say he was going to be the next Michael Jordan. And he out here averaging 10 points. So I call him 10-point Mike.
You was here to witness that.
Aaron ain't here.
I'm sorry, Mario. You. Damn, my bad.
Yeah, man.
Super Mario.
See, Zach got y'all mixed up, just like the GM who drafted him.
Hey, look, hey, Mario. You hear him making up stuff on me, right? I ain't never say he was better than Jordan. None of that.
I ain't say you say he was better than Jordan. You say he was gonna be like Jordan.
I ain't never said that.
So how did we come to 10-point Mike?
Because I said he hit 19.
You remember Mario?
I remember we were talking about his point per game last season. He put up 10 a game his rookie year. And you was like, oh, wow, 10 a game from your number one pick. So from there, you just started calling him 10-point Mike.
So look, I want Reza Shea, because that's the way they call his name.
He did a windmill the other day on the Lakers.
It don't take much to impress you.
Hey, man.
He
impressed the whole crowd from what I heard.
It don't take much to impress.
I heard the whole crowd went crazy.
I just saw Dominique's son do one better than that.
Well, that's Dominique Wilkins, the greatest dunker in history. What do you mean?
I'm just saying. Well, this is number one overall pick. But the Hawks did some hawking. Man, the Hawks had the Raptors all game. Let it get down to a 3-point game, ending the third quarter, and the wheels fell off in the fourth. And I wasn't watching closely enough to tell if it had something to do with him leaving the starters on the bench too long. I don't know if on some of his defensive rotation started getting bad. I don't know what it was, you know what I'm saying? But they dropped the game. They end up dropping the game.
I think, man, he's starting to see how important Mo Gay is, and he was he was going a lot of like in the beginning of the year. It's still the beginning of the year, but like he was not giving him a lot of minutes, and I think Mo is earning his minutes. I'm like, he went 4 for 5 from threes. He did a reverse layup like a Jordan. I'm like, who is this dude? And he can dribble.
Yeah.
And he got some handles.
Guess what, though?
Whoa.
Soon as Jalen Johnson come back, he's going to be back on the bench again.
I don't know. He's earned some playing time.
I believe so, too.
He's earned some playing time. My eyes.
I believe so too. So who was normal? Who was getting rotated out?
Luke Kennard.
Who was getting subbed out
Kennard was
for
getting more minutes.
Jalen Johnson? I'm talking whenever Jalen Johnson comes out the floor, who were they playing in that position?
So on the depth chart, it actually is Mo Gay. He's listed as, I want to say, the second power forward on the depth.
And so,
to the
but how were they playing them? How was the rotation first starting off?
I'm telling you, like I know that.
I know it's supposed to happen, but I'm saying when Jalen Johnson comes out the floor.
When Jalen Johnson came out, they put Luke Kennard in. I know they different positions, but they had like either Porzingis or Big O in, or they had a smaller lineup.
So who was playing the power forward position whenever Jalen come out?
So usually it depends on who's on the floor. Usually it's Mo Gay. If they go double big with Porzingis and O, it's usually O.
Okay, well,
it just kind of depends on how they swing the rotation. But no, I've been screaming for the longest that Mo Gay needs more run.
There it is. There it is right there. There it is right there. They probably playing some more Porzingis and Big O. Yeah, I think Mo Gay looking good. I think with some more opportunities, I see Zach. You know what I'm saying? Showing up. I mean, it's just his second year. I just give you a hard time. I give you a hard time because you're such a fan to where like they can't do.
I like Zach.
No, you know. I'm gonna tell you this is, and I told you, I said it on the last show for those who hadn't heard it. What ticks me off about you when it comes to Zach? Oh, you was all Cam Reddish is the guy. Now all of a sudden you use Zach to crap on Cam Reddish.
I mean, I'm gonna say
and I
this.
don't like that.
I mean,
and I'm not even a Cam fan. But how you gonna use this dude?
Let me break it down.
From here,
let me break it down.
Use him to crap on Cam.
Let me break it down.
Let
me break it down. Let me break it down.
Let
me break it down. Give me the camera. So look, man, Cam Reddish came out and a lot of his peers was big up in him, man. Zion, Ant-Man, a lot of people saying Cam Reddish is the next dude. He can play defense, this, that. I bought into that. And I just whatever. But Cam Reddish didn't put in the work in the pros. All right? Now, I see Zachary and I see a lot of, behind the scene footage on Instagram, YouTube, just whatever. And I see him working. I see him putting in the work. And I like what I'm seeing. And I think he's going to put in the work to become an all-star. And I think he will be an all-star one day.
And my point to you is you ain't seen nothing more than
what
Cam Reddish put online. Cam Reddish was putting up workouts with him and Steph Curry. And then I'm just saying. So what I'm saying is
I also heard from insiders that Cam had a bad attitude.
Okay, you heard that from insiders, but you don't know what's going on with Zach.
I mean,
I just don't, and so
I hear positive things about Zach.
That's what makes me talk trash about Zach because you use him.
Well, don't talk Zach because of me.
To crap on Cam Reddish.
I mean, Cam Reddish.
I don't like
Cam Reddish proved his point.
I don't like it.
For some reason, I hope Cam Reddish.
But you can big up Zach without crapping on Cam.
I hope Cam Reddish come back to the Hawks and see what he can do. I still believe in his talent.
Nah, that's over. That's over.
Still believe in his talent.
It was over with before they drafted him, and I told y'all.
I think he had jealousy issues. I don't know.
I told y'all before they drafted him, they should not draft him.
Marvin Williams type of thing. I got you.
I told y'all.
I sure did.
When they drafted him, I said they didn't draft another Marvin Williams.
You did say that.
And now I'm over here defending Cam. Because Cam should not, you can big up Zach
but the thing
without crapping on Cam Reddish.
We're not crapped on Cam.
Man, you say, man, Cam Reddish could never do that type of stuff. He ain't the type of player Cam Reddish was.
Okay.
Cam Reddish, that's crapping on him.
I'm talking about mentality. I ain't saying talent. Cam Reddish got all the talent in the world.
Still crapping on without even knowing the man.
I'm just telling what I heard.
Okay.
You don't know none of these people we talk about. Maybe
you
one.
Don't.
You don't?
I mean, you're right, I don't.
Okay, so that's what we do. It's our opinions.
No, man, I don't crap on what the man. I can't say what the man.
What you smiling for? What you smiling
for? Zach ain't even from here.
He's from France. We went to France.
Man,
I had some great orange juice in France.
Man, France was cans or cons.
Cans was dope.
Paris was straight trash.
Paris wasn't trash.
It was trash. It was musty. Trash. It was musty.
It was kind of musky.
It wasn't no counter. It was more than musky. It was musty.
Trey, I got a chance to go on some leisure time, man, to Paris, and I got a chance to see the Mona Lisa. You know the thing about the Mona Lisa? Of all the years, Mario, that they talk about the Mona Lisa, you would think it's some big, giant portrait. It's big. Man, that thing's small as hell. It ain't even big.
I bet it was musty.
It wasn't musty, man. It was a museum. It was nice.
I bet the paint musty.
Now, I don't like Paris's food. I ain't like the food.
I didn't have a problem with the food. Found me some really good fried rice, Mario. I had me a little sheet, right? I had a little sheet that my doctor gave me, right? So my doctor, man, shout out to my doctor at the time, man. Like, man, he was real dope doctor, man. He gave me a translation sheet that you take overseas, right? And it's like a lanyard type thing, you know what I'm saying? So you pull it out, and it has stuff for if you need to go to the hospital. Has stuff if you want restaurants, stuff you want to store, and it just has the pictures up there. And it had all these different foods. And when I went to the restaurant, I was like,
all right.
I was just pointing it out. I want this and I want that, and they got me what I needed. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my dog, man.
The most difficult place, I know we got to go, y'all. The most difficult place to order in the world is China. No, Japan. Japan, because they're not adopting to our language. It's them or nobody else.
I didn't order in Japan. We had a translator. You went out
by myself.
That's because you didn't want to eat the local food. This man goes to Sbarro. He wanted to go to a Sbarro in Tokyo.
KFC.
I told him, I said, bro, I don't eat that crap in Georgia.
Hey, listen.
What I'm gonna eat that in Japan
This is
for?
a true story. I don't know what's going on with KFC in America, but KFC overseas, man, they got it on point. Their original recipe is on point, bro. You remember in Australia?
Yeah.
When in KFC, all you saw was chicken boxes.
No, that was New Zealand.
New Zealand. It was in New Zealand. All you saw chicken boxes all the whole street.
Yeah, everybody had left the club. They were eating chicken, and it was just empty chicken boxes everywhere. But when I think about KFC and overseas, I think we were in Russia. I can't think of what part. Me, you, and Rio walked in. And I just remember us walking in the door, and it was almost like a movie where you walk in, everybody turns. And I just felt hate. Like
Russia was the bad experience.
That's one of the few times in my life where I could feel the distaste for me
Russia,
when I walked in the room.
Russia had heavy air when I landed. I really didn't like the vibe of Russia. I would not want to go back there. I don't know, me watching all these Rocky movies and all these movies and stuff, but I ain't like Russia, man.
Man, I will say, boy, hey, man, I think I had alcohol poison that night.
Oh, yeah.
Trying to hang out with the Russians, taking shots of vodka.
Hey, listen,
my God.
Listen. I don't drink, but I just remember, man, I've seen Trey, in his heyday being the mascot, the liquor store mascot. Man, them dudes was getting to that vodka, bro, in Russia. Y'all were taking shot after shot after shot after. I thought it was a Lil Jon song.
Hey, man.
Bruh.
I don't really remember half that night. I really don't. I don't remember, but we'll talk about that another time. All I remember is TJ, I was throwing up, and TJ was beating on my door, asking me was I all right. And the next day, when I saw TJ, I said, hey, TJ, I said, man, I appreciate you, man, beating on my door, man, checking on me last night. He like, man, I ain't touch your door, man. I called you. I said, you sure? I could have sworn I heard the door getting beat on. He was like, no, man. And I only talked to you for a brief second, man. I didn't just hallucinate or something. I didn't just remember something that didn't even happen, man.
Fun time. Shout out
man.
TJ, man.
Fun time. I was so drunk. I had to throw up. I sat up on the side of the bed. My shoes were on the side of the bed. I had to throw up. I couldn't get up. I just sat there and just threw up in the shoes for like about 10 minutes straight. Just had to throw the whole shoes away. Russia, man. Drinking with some Russians. My God. KFC and Russia and vodka.
Well, I'm hungry, Trey.
I am too.
Get us on out of here, man.
I know the coach not hungry because, boy, they ate on some bird yesterday. But anyway, man.
The dirty bird turkey.
Them blood pressure birds. Look, also, if you had a chance, go to 285clothing.com. Get one of these. Blood pressure birds are stressing me out. Go to 285clothing.com. Get you some merch. These blood pressure birds are stressing me out. We got 3 different colorways at this point.
Yeah. And if you're on YouTube and on Instagram, on YouTube right now, if you look below, look down, you can click on the store. It'll take you right there to purchase now. And on Instagram, if you go, look, our store is on there. You just go on the tabs and click the store. You can get all our merchandise. Y'all support us, man. See if we get a sale. Y'all, if whoever buys a shirt today and y'all DM me, man, I got something special for you.
Yeah, man. Well, look, on that note, we about to get on up out of here, man. Like we always say, the Waterboyz Show, we represent Atlanta because Atlanta represents us. On behalf of myself, Trey, my partner, B-Rich, and Super Mario.
My bad, Mario.
The Waterboyz Show, we are out.
Kill the camera.